In this, we start out with 2 H's, 2 O's, 2 H's over here, and 3 O's because there's 3 O's because there is 2 over here and 1 over here. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. Then we need to get O and O to be this balanced on both sides. So we multiply 2 by over here. This becomes 4 and this becomes 4. Then over here you multiply a 2 and this becomes 4 and this becomes 4. This becomes 4. Oxygen becomes 4 because 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 1 is 2. And then when you add them both together, you get 4. So you get 2H2O2 and then 2H2O O2. The drawing for this would be 4 oxygens and 4 hydrogens. And over here is the same thing because we balance the equation. In this equation, first you have 2 H's and 1 O. Then over here you have 2 H's and 2 O's. So we want to get these sides to both be the same. So we multiply it by 2 over here and you get 4 and 2. Then over here, now you want to get the H's the same. So you multiply a 2 over here and get a 4 over here. So now our equation is balanced and we have 4 oxygens on both sides and 2 hydrogens on both sides. For both sides, we have 2 oxygens and 4 O's on both sides because the equation is balanced. For this equation, we have 1 C on this side, 4 hydrogens on this side, and 2 oxygens on this side. And on this side, we have 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, and 3 oxygen. Now, our carbons are both the same on both sides. But now we want to get it so the hydrogen and oxygens on both sides are balanced. So we multiply the oxygen over here by 2. And this becomes a 4. Then over here, since this oxygen is not 4, we need to get this one to be the same. So we multiply this oxygen over here. We multiply this by 2. And now this becomes 4 oxygen because 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 2. When you add those together, you get 4. And this hydrogen now becomes 4. So our equation has been balanced. The picture for this equation would be 4 hydrogens, 1 carbon, and 4 oxygens. And they're the same on both sides because the equation has been balanced. In this equation, we start out with 3 carbon, 8 hydrogen, and 2 oxygen. Over here, we start out with 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, and 3 oxygen. So over here, I'm going to start off by multiplying this by 3, and now the carbon becomes 3. And when you multiply 3 times 2 equals 6. So the oxygen now becomes 6. Now over here, I'm going to add a 5 to this oxygen, and we're going to get a 10. And then I balance this by adding over here this oxygen by adding a 4 over here and getting an 8 here and a 10 here. So now our equation has been balanced. The drawing for this would be 10 oxygen, 8 hydrogen, and 3 carbon. And they're the same on both sides because the equation has been balanced.